Okay, no one, and I mean no one, prepared me for the fact that moving to Georgia meant that I would be sharing my yard with venomous snakes. Hello? Shouldn't that be something in bold print in the listing description? Hey guys, I'm Heather Jenkins, your South Atlanta relocation expert, and today we're talking about the real things no one tells you before moving from the Midwest or anywhere to Georgia. Because listen, there are just some things you don't think about until you've lived here for a while. And then you're like, wait, what is happening? Number one, let's just start with the most traumatic one, at least for me, shall we? I grew up in the Midwest, catching garter snakes like it was my job. No fear, no concerns, living my best tomboy life. Then I moved to Georgia and find out, oh, some of these things are venomous. We're talking copperheads, water moccasins. There are 7 different types of venomous snakes here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I just won't go in my yard barefoot anymore. But sometimes these stinking snakes are on my patio. And I've even seen them on videos from neighbors that they are under their couch cushions on their outdoor furniture. But I have boys and dogs, so teaching them not to just grab snakes out of the yard was a priority. And yes, there have been several dogs in my area that have been bit by copperheads. So it's important to keep a watch out what's going on in your yard. And if you see them, kill them. But make sure you're not killing the king snakes, which also look equally as threatening in a way. They're big, they're black, they're usually like 7 feet long, but those are the good snakes that actually eat the bad snakes and are okay to catch. The second thing I wanted to talk about is it's not a concrete jungle. One thing I actually love but wasn't prepared for is how much green space there is down here. Neighborhoods aren't laid out in these perfect little grid systems like in the Midwest. Here, the roads curve, they dip, they wind. It kind of reminds me of northern Michigan. There are trees everywhere, which is beautiful until you're trying to find a McDonald's or a Walgreens and you're like, I know there's one around here somewhere because they're like every 500 feet, but where is it? I have to use my GPS for everything, or at least I did when we moved here, because a lot of the buildings and shops are kind of protected and off the road behind a row of trees. The third thing, football is a lifestyle in the South. Okay, I don't know if it's because my kids were little when we lived in Michigan, but Friday night lights in Georgia, it's not just a game, it's an event. The entire town shows up. It doesn't matter if you have a kid on the team playing in the band or cheering on the sidelines, you're there, you're invested, you're yelling like it's the Super Bowl. Go Chiefs. The fourth thing I wanted to share is pine straw. Why? Can we talk about pine straw for a second? Because I don't get why everyone uses it in their landscaping. And don't get me wrong, it looks good for about 10 minutes. And then it just flattens out, fades, and I'm like, this looks terrible. We switched to river rock in our landscaping and never looked back. The next thing is gardening. Coming from the Midwest, I used to plant hundreds of perennials every year. I had colorful impatiens bordering all of my landscaping. So when we moved here, I was like, why does nobody have flowers everywhere, except for in pots maybe on their porches? And then I found out. First of all, Georgia red clay, it's hard as Second, it is hot. Like, keeping your plants alive is a full-time job hot. You'll go broke watering everything with your water bill. So now it's all about hardy plants and drought-tolerant stuff. We have so many cactus planted that I think we're living in Arizona sometimes. And the last thing that was unique, different, weird, and a little bit sad was that there are no 7-Elevens in this area. Maybe in southern Georgia, but not here. And this one hurts me the most. Like, what do you mean I can't get a Coke Slurpee and a bag of Better Made barbecue chips on a hot day? I was not emotionally prepared for that. And yes, we can go to Quick Trip or Racetrack, but it's just not the same. And we don't even have Better Made brand chips down here in Georgia. All right, I have so many more of these to share with you that my family and I have been compiling into a list, but I'll save it for part 2. If you've ever moved somewhere new, I want to hear from you. What was something that totally caught you off guard after living there for a while? And if you're thinking about moving to South Atlanta area and want the real honest scoop, I've got you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.